The company that we have chosen for this project is JNT Menglembu, which is located at Ipoh, Perak. This is one out of the 32 branches in Perak. On the 1st of July, two of our group members, Linda and Farhana, interviewed Mr. Huzair, the supervisor of JNT. The interview lasted for about 30 minutes.
Transportation refers to the movement of one product from one location to another location. So for this branch, they are using trucks and motorcycles to deliver the parcels and flight for Sabah and Sarawak. So a total of 13 trucks are allocated for this branch, and for the delivery time, the worker starts to deliver the parcels starting from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. every day, and up to 1 to 3 days for Peninsular Malaysia and 4 to 5 days for Sabah and Sarawak. They are also providing self-pickup service for their customers. So during the MCO, there is a delay in transporting the parcels, so JNT hire part-timers as the runner to deliver the parcel. Warehouse is a huge, spacious and secured building to store the goods, which is located in Kuala Lumpur. The process involves receiving goods, identifying, holding and also delivering. After the parcel had been collected from the seller, the JNT worker will bring it to the warehouse and will sort accordingly to the shipping areas. They will scan the barcode and then and all of the information will be stored automatically before being delivered to the customers. As for storing, the parcel will be kept safely in the warehouse. Bubble wrap will be provided for fragile items too. Tracking application will be provided for the customer to keep track their parcels.
Industry packaging is to secure, package, and store a wide variety of products. So this is one of the process in supply chains. So in JNT Menglembu, they provide a few types of packaging such as plastic pallets, pouches, covers, boxes, and others. So a customer can choose which types of packaging that's suitable to use for the items that they will be shipped out. But the price depends on the weight, which is from 5 ringgit to 123 ringgit. Besides, JNT also provide a protection insurance to those items which cost not more than 10,000 and come in bulk. Material handling. Material handling is a method that involves wide variety of manual, semi-automated, and automated machinery in logistics. So this is not applied in all JNT in Malaysia because only two places in Malaysia that use machine, which is Penang and Kuala Lumpur. So most of the JNT in Malaysia just use manpower to sort all the parcels. So in one day, they can sort about 2,000 to 3,000 parcels in a day. According to this, there will demand for part-timers during the peak seasons like public holidays, go holidays, or sales. This is because the number of parcels will increase 2 times.
As for inventory control, JNT prepared for the peak season by improvising their management team, especially their riders. They recruit the part-timers that will help them to deliver the parcels every day. So each rider will deliver 100 parcels, which can cover the market demand. Other than that, their storage are enough during the peak season as they manage to deliver more parcels accordingly every day. Other than that, unclaimed items they will resend back to the sender, which also requires extra cost for JNT. To ensure the quality of the packaging, they providing training and guidance for the staff at JNT where they will learn to handle the parcel.
Okay, as for the order fulfillment, this process is very important before the dispatch deliver the package to the receiver. And this process is managed by the admin staff of JNT, and they have to check whether the airway bills is according to the format or not. And after that, they have to update in the system for the sender, receiver, and JNT itself to retrieve the package. And every day, a supervisor of JNT will brief the dispatch on which region they have to cover.
As for demand forecasting, JNT did a thorough analysis on the potential demand. And since online shopping has become one of the top leading industries these days, the demand for courier service has also increased. And when asked about the long-term effect of COVID-19 to their business, it is said that there wouldn't be any disruption because what they realized during the MCO was their revenue actually increased. And as for the calculation of demand forecasting, per day it is said that during off-peak season they could send up to 500 parcels, and when it is during the peak season they could deliver up to 1,200 parcels per day.
As for production planning, for the off-peak seasons, rider is required to send the parcel from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. from Friday to Saturday. The amount is to fulfill the market demand from the customers. Other examples is during MCO, the rider will deliver 200 parcels. This is because in demand forecast, we forecast that the demand will increase, especially when most of the customers stay at home, and they also hire more part-timers to help them in delivery. JNT handle complaints and feedback by rechecking their system, especially in check-in and check-out system.
As for procurement, JNT has actually partnered up with a few online stores such as Shopee, Vivo, Oppo, Realme and PG Mall, where they would procure the goods from them to deliver it to their customers. Other than that, they also have a VIP membership program where their regular customers would actually get discounts on all the items they would like to deliver. And they also have procured an extra shop lot nearby to actually keep extra parcels, especially during the peak season.
At JNT Mengembu, there are 3 employees in charge of customer service. They were given a 2 days training before being assigned the job. When they receive bad reviews or comments, customer service will contact the customer to know the reason behind the bad comments and help solve the issue. This is to ensure that customers receive the best service. The facility is located at number 80 Jalan Besar 31450 Mengembu, Perak. This location is strategic as it covers many areas such as Mengembu, Lahad, Bengkalan and Station 18. Mr. Husair also stated that the facility is big enough to store the parcels they receive on a daily basis. Besides that, they also rent a building nearby to store any extra parcels, especially during online sales, as that is their peak season. Okay, next is written good handling. So written good handling is a method by which written goods are returned back to the sender from the receiver, are taken care of by us JNT. So in JNT Mengembu, they seldomly receive such cases, but the most frequent reason why there is a return good case is because the receiver cannot be contacted, or the address and the phone number is wrong, and the estimated time arrival of the return package is not guaranteed by JNT, but they say the return goods might arrive less than a week for both East and West Malaysia. So the delivery charge can be paid by either the sender or the receiver.
And service report. JNT Express imported their machine from China. The one who in charge in ordering the machine is the JNT Express headquarters itself. They are still using both manpower and machine to run the machine and deliver the parcel. Salvage and scrap disposal. JNT Express do not have any specific procedure to dispose their waste material. JNT Express stated that for now, they do not have any environmental friendly kind of way to dispose their waste material. Suggestion. The first suggestion is proper scrap disposal system. JNT Express mostly are using plastic and boxes. As we all know, plastic is harmful to environment while boxes can be recycled. The next suggestion will be adding more machine to each of their branch. JNT Express may experience lack of manpower to handle all the parcel, especially during the peak season. Parcel arrival will be delayed.
As a conclusion, supply chain management process plays a vital role in ensuring a business to succeed in a long-term period. According to the Oracle, 76% of the companies are lacking information about supply chain management process, which caused them loss in opportunity sales. Therefore, it is true that supply chain management process is very important to all business.